heart deserves better.
I'm Didi, a doctor in nutrition and diet therapy, and today I'm going to teach you how to prepare a nutritious, low-calorie, nutrient-rich snack to keep you full and satisfied between your meals. This energy bite is something that I enjoy between my main meals every single day because it's filling and satisfying, it boosts my mood and energy, and it provides me with nourishment. Like I always say, health is wealth, and if you ate your way into illness, you can eat your way out of it. If you're interested in more nutritious and delicious snack options, then come down to Didi's Healthy Living Cafe and check it out.
Time Check, brought to you by BioStrath Immune with added zinc. Distributed by H&J Enterprises Limited.
And welcome. You're watching the 7 o'clock news on CNC3. I'm Ria Ramble.
I'm Ryan Bechu.
I am Jassim Maruk with sport.
And I'm Sigoni Mohammed with your weather reports.
Let's tell you what's making the news tonight. PNM chairman sends stern warning to San Fernando East MP Brian Manning after his concerns about party members sparked constituency resignations.
Self-Help Commission CEO sent on administrative leave as the company investigates allegations of misconduct and questions over procurement.
Mayor Roman allegedly killed by police during altercation over an iguana in his possession.
Coming up in sport, Shamar's searing pace rattles the Antigua Falcons before Hope and Hetmeyer blast Guyana Amazon Warriors to the top of the CPL table.
Atlantic hurricane season comes alive with 2 tropical threats emerging. Should we be worried for development in the week ahead? I've got this and more in the full forecast.
The Chief Executive Officer of the National Commission for Self-Help has been sent on administrative leave with pay as a state-owned company investigates several allegations of misconduct.
Lester Liu was instructed to proceed on leave with immediate effect in an August 18th letter signed by Chairman Vishnu Ramkelawan. The allegations include breaches of procurement procedures in the hiring of contractors, failing to follow instructions from the board, and allegedly undermining its authority. Liu is also accused of soliciting names from members of parliament to fill vacant staff positions, making excessive demands of employees outside normal working hours, abusing staff, and allegedly using obscene language. The allegations have not been proven. The Self-Help Commission says Liu's leave is intended to allow for a fair and impartial investigation, which will determine whether further action, including disciplinary proceedings or termination, is warranted. Attempts to contact Liu were unsuccessful.
Liu is the latest senior official to exit a state-owned entity. An economist, Dr. Indira Sajiwan, says while adjustments are not unusual following a change in government, too many vacancies at the top can create instability. Sajiwan's comments come amid a string of resignations and removals from senior positions at key state entities, including Heritage Petroleum, where former chairman Kurt Ramlal was asked to step down just last week. She says stability requires more than simply filling vacant posts, but getting the right people to lead these institutions.
We are seeing changes not only at the level of the board, but also at the level of senior management. I'm not privy to what is happening inside any one of these institutions, and we can only hope that measures are being put in place to bring about stability and to ensure that the institutions themselves do not suffer as a consequence of these changes. But certainly at the level of the boards, that is par for the course.
Sajiwan, who was appointed to the Central Bank Board in October last year, says with all that has happened with state boards, replacing the leadership is more than just filling vacant positions, but having the right personnel to get the job done.
Meanwhile, the changes at Heritage Petroleum seem to be drawing attention from the business community.
In tonight's Business Watch, reactions to Kurt Ramlal's departure and what it could mean for stability in the energy sector.
Plus, First Citizens gets another vote of confidence from international ratings agency S&P Global. Here's more.
In the wake of the resignation of Kurt Ramlal, chairman of Heritage Petroleum Company Limited, the Greater Tunapuna Chamber of Industry and Commerce emphasizes that while leadership transitions are a standard element of corporate governance, It says developments within strategic state enterprises must always be handled with strict regard for transparency, accountability, and the public interest.
Strong governance is particularly important for strategic state entities like Heritage, where strong leadership, transparency, and stability can have wider implications for public confidence and the national economy.
Weighing in on Ramlal's departure, President of the Greater San Fernando Area Chamber of Commerce, Kiran Singh, expressed confidence that the Ministry of Energy would manage the transition effectively.
We know that the Minister of Energy, who is at the forefront of the reboot of the energy industry in this country, will ensure that those put in place to herald the expanded fortunes of the energy industry will take us forward in a way that we haven't seen before.
Ramlal was among the first appointments made by the UNC government after it assumed office and had served as chairman of Heritage Petroleum since July 2025. Turning to the financial sector, First Citizens has secured a reaffirmation of its investment grade rating from Standard & Poor's Global Ratings, bolstered by strong capitalization, a diverse loan portfolio, and healthy liquidity. Chairman of First Citizens Holdings Limited, Shankar Desi, told Business Watch that the rating underscores the board's commitment to prudent risk management and disciplined growth.
The bank's risk-adjusted capital ratio stood at 15.2% at the end of 2025, while our regulatory capital adequacy ratio has remained between 16 and around 18% in recent years. Well, I mean, within the banking industry, that's well above the 13.5% minimum requirement, as cited in the report.
Bidesi adds that the board recognizes that a sustainable financial position must be built on strong governance, effective internal controls, and disciplined risk management. Despite the bank doing well, state-owned First Citizens has lost 6 senior officers in the past year, leaving the financial institution in what a whistleblower report had described as a precarious position. And now for a look at today's energy and forex prices. Geisha Paula Alonso, CNC3 Business Watch.
A stern warning tonight from the PNM executive to San Fernando East MP Brian Manning that no member is bigger than the party.
The rebuke comes as a political family feud inside the PNM erupts into an all-out public confrontation.
Manning is accusing elements within his own constituency executive of corruption and criminality, while questioning whether political leader Penelope Beckles is willing or able to deal with them.
But the party is now firing back, with one senior PNM official warning Manning the course he has chosen is not wise. K. Marie Fletcher has more.
Regardless of whatever position one holds within the party, that member will never be bigger than the institution.
A blunt warning from the party's executive aimed directly to San Fernando East MP Brian Manning. Hours after Manning broke ranks with his own party, publicly accusing members of his constituency executive of corruption and criminality, namely the San Fernando East constituency executive chairman Patricia Alexis.
What I am seeing is that there's a clear corrupt and criminal element within the People's National Movement that the political leader is either unable or unwilling to treat with.
But while the executive said the concerns were important enough to investigate, they aren't pleased that Manning is airing the party's dirty laundry in the public.
And let me ask my colleague from San Fernando East, the Honorable Brian Manning, Member of Parliament, as well as all of the members of San Fernando East, please be committed to our Constitution and our traditions.
I want to leave a word of advice to my colleague, Member of Parliament, the Honorable Brian Manning. The course that you have chosen is not a wise course in these circumstances, particularly when these matters are currently being addressed.
This morning, the entire San Fernando East constituency executive resigned. In a statement, the executive chairman said she would not seek re-election. And the PNM says part of the inquiry has been completed, while a verification exercise into the disputed party groups is still underway. PNM's chairman Gonzalez says that exercise should be completed by Friday, with the party's central executive expected to consider the outcome on Saturday. Meanwhile, the chairman is assuring its supporters that the party is still strong.
That while the events regarding San Fernando East, its executive and its member of parliament are very difficult in the circumstances, do not lose faith.
Asked if the party had concerns that Manning would jump ship, Gonzalez said his loyalty was not in question. K. Marie Fletcher, CNC3 News.
Brian Manning was also admonished by the women's arm of the PNM, which expressed extreme disappointment with how the MP handled the matter, saying he undermined the party's integrity and structure. Meanwhile, the UNC's shadow MP for San Fernando East, John Michael Alibokas, says he is ready to serve as Brian Manning's troubles within the PNM deepen.
Alibokas, who lost the seat to Manning by just 673 votes after a recount in the 2025 general election, says San Fernando East has been abysmally served by its current MP. He says constituents have been complaining about Manning's representation for years. Alibokas says his actions since the election have demonstrated his willingness to serve, and he'll continue working with residents to uplift San Fernando East. A by-election for the seat can be triggered if Mr. Manning resigns. However, he has given no indication of doing so. Well, still to come in the news, abandoned baby handed over to state authorities while 23-year-old woman continues to assist with investigations. CARICOM hires external lawyers as Trinidad and Tobago challenges the reappointment of its Secretary General with a dispute headed to the CCJ. Coming up in sports, Spartans dumped defending champions Maloney Pacers out of the North Zone Basketball Big Four.
We finally said yes to onion rings. Now it's your turn to say yes to the new KFC onion ring chicken sandwich for $34.95, or get a regular side of rings for just $15. KFC, it's finger-licking good.
A man found with an iguana outside of hunting season was shot and killed after police said he attacked officers with a cutlass in Mayaro.
Police responding to a reported break-in in Newlands Village found a man matching the suspect's description, carrying a cutlass, knapsack and headlamp.
The man, identified only as Ricardo, was detained and an iguana was found during a search. Police say he then shoved an officer, grabbed his cutlass and swung at the team.
Officers say Ricardo ignored orders to drop the weapon and swung again, prompting an officer to open fire. He fell down a hillside and could not be reached for medical treatment.
The officers were treated for minor injuries and discharged.
The Venezuelan woman who initially reported finding a newborn baby in a cardboard box, but later admitted she was the baby's mother, is continuing to assist police with investigations.
The 23-year-old woman from South Oropouche is not in custody, but police say inquiries are continuing and charges have not been ruled out. The baby was discharged from hospital last Friday and is now in the care of the Children's Authority's Child Protection Unit. CNC3 News returned to the community today. Residents were saddened by the incident. The woman's former employer, where she worked for about 4 months, said they had no idea she was pregnant. They say she usually wore baggy clothing and gave no indication that she was expecting a child. Police were alerted last Thursday after the woman and a Trinidadian man took the newborn, wrapped in a blanket and in a plastic bag, to the Oropouche police station. The woman claimed she was walking along the main road in St. Mary's Village near a school when she heard the baby crying. The Oilfield Workers Trade Union is calling for the removal of UTT's executive chairman, Professor Selwyn Cudjoe, accusing him of being insensitive to workers. The call follows Cudjoe's recent statement that the government does not have the money to meet all outstanding wage demands, as UTT itself faces a $24 million deficit. But in a scathing bulletin, the union says workers did not create UTT's financial problems and should not be made to pay. The branch claims some employees are still earning salaries dating back to 2007, while alleging Cudjoe earns more than $100,000 a month as executive chairman. The union also claimed that Cudjoe uses university functions to sell his books. The OWTU is demanding that UTT return to the negotiating table to settle long outstanding wage negotiations, and is also calling on the Tertiary Education Ministry to intervene. CNC3 News made several attempts to contact Cudjoe for a response, but he could not be reached before news time.
The National Trade Union Centre is calling on Prime Minister Kamla Persad-Bissessar to reconsider her refusal to engage the Steelworkers Union over the reopening of the former ArcelorMittal plant at Point Lisas. NATUC General Secretary Michael Anisette says while the union body welcomes the investment by Pinnacle Steel and Vanadium Corporation, workers and their representatives should have a voice in the process. The Prime Minister previously said Steelworkers Union and its president Timothy Bailey are not stakeholders in the project and there is no need for the government or the new owners to engage with them. However, NATUC says Steelworkers Union decades of experience in the steel industry give a legitimate interest in the plant's revival. It is also backing calls for qualified former steelworkers to be fairly considered for jobs while seeking answers on outstanding payments from the 2016 closure. NATUC is now urging the Prime Minister to meet with Bailey and allow SWUTT to present its concerns. 2 weeks before the reopening of the new academic year, Tutor Tobago officer Dion Rodriguez says there is little evidence of any school repairs taking place. During a tour of several institutions in West Tobago today, Rodriguez raised concerns over the pace of maintenance program. The tutor representative revealed several schools need major repairs, including St. Patrick's Anglican, which he claimed has a termite infestation. Rodriguez warned that Tutor will not allow its teachers to work in unsafe environments when the new school term begins.
We usually have scope of works done. The principals submit what is required to be done at the school. The division would then prioritize and say, well, we don't have enough money. This is what we're going to be doing at your school. And based on my initial visits, I'm not seeing things that have been happening at the school. I understand, based on reports from the secretary, that school repairs have started 3 weeks now. But based on my initial visits, I am not convinced that school repairs have even been started.
Education Secretary Orlando Kerr acknowledged a late start to the repair program, but assured schools will be ready. He revealed work will continue during the new term after school and on weekends to avoid disruption.
Our DAT cadre has been organizing the teams, and they have been going out doing a lot of the power washing and a lot of the minor repairs at school, replacing taps and those simple things. The construction phase, however, due to human resource challenge we had, it has started a bit late and will start a bit late. What we have given the assurance is that all of the work identified to be done at our schools will be done.
Kerr revealed a facilities management department will be launched in October to manage maintenance throughout the year. He added this will reduce the bottleneck of work in the July-August period. CARICOM has hired external legal counsel to respond to Trinidad and Tobago's challenge to the reappointment of Secretary General Dr. Carla Barnett.
CARICOM Chairman, St. Lucia Prime Minister Philip J. Pearce says the process will be handled entirely by external counsel, with neither Secretary General Carla Barnett nor CARICOM's legal counsel involved. The matter is expected to go before the Caribbean Court of Justice for an advisory opinion on whether the proper procedure was followed in Barnett's reappointment. During a media briefing today in St. Lucia, Pearce said he is committed to the process being transparent.
And I want to tell you that the Secretary General of CARICOM and the Council of CARICOM have excused themselves from the process. They're not involved in the process at all. Neither the Secretary General of CARICOM nor CARICOM's counsel is involved in the process. The process has been handled by external counsel. CARICOM has employed external counsel. So we want to ensure that the whole process is transparent.
Pierce says his recent meeting with Prime Minister Kamla Persad-Bissessar was cordial, and both sides remain committed to CARICOM.
Let's tell you what's still to come in the news tonight. Garbage left uncollected for almost 2 weeks in Valencia after the contractor quit, and the corporation had no clue.
If you think the skies look hazy now, just wait until tomorrow. I'll tell you what that means for visibility and air quality coming up.
Here at GMMB, love is the currency. And let's show you how we are able to transfer that energy into real conversations. How important is it for the client to be recognized and not to feel invisible, to feel like just a number?
At GMMB, everybody is seen as an ideal, important client. And we give everybody the same level of respect, the same level of acknowledgement, and we deal with you to suit based on that vision of love.
GMMB.
It's banking for real.
Okay, let me see you, Cherry Hill. Yeah, now take it back. Let me see you rock off, shake off, shake off. Let me see you rock off, rock off. Let me see you kick right, now step forward, now step back.
Lucozade, bring the energy.
Rock off,
unbeatable
rock
taste,
off.
new look.
Shake off, let me see you rock off, rock off.
My man, Andre.
Good night, Anthony.
7 years with the company, and we couldn't do it without Antoine.
Happy birthday, dear Alejandro. Happy birthday to you.
Who's Angelo?
We're like coworkers who don't forget your name.
I'm Angelo.
CG United. Good like that.
I'm heading off. Listen, time to you. Bye, love you.
Joseph, stay inside, eh? I'll carry you by the park a little later.
Okay, Auntie. For me, July-August vacation is the best ever. Every day, I turn the whole neighborhood into my playground. There's always something super fun to do down the road. People to meet, places to explore. It's even better.
You want Gino here?
Hello? What?
This July-August vacation, your child's safety starts with you. If you have to be away, make sure your child is in the care of a trusted adult or enrolled in a safe, supervised activity.
As I was saying, it is even better when I'm not alone.
A message from the Children's Authority of Trinidad and Tobago and UNICEF.
But there's been much debate about the change in location for the Independence Day Parade at the Queen's Park Savannah. So tonight, we asked, will you be attending the event?
And this is what you had to tell us.
Attending this year's Independence Day Parade and what?
Definitely the celebration of the nation's independence, and I believe everybody's supposed to at least contribute. Contribute to the parade.
Yeah, I will be attending this year's Independence Day Parade because it celebrates us, Trinidad and Tobago, as a country, and yeah.
Is it a celebration?
Yes, I will. I'll be attending this year's, and the reason being is the patriotic things to do.
You know, it's a day that celebrate together, not just separately.
Yes, I would be here. And I'm sure it would be nice after a little while. It would be nice. And thanks to our government for having it.
No, I will not. I have no need to attend to it. It's not like before. They start late and they finish early when it's the fireworks, and it don't go good like before. So I will watch it on the TV.
Yes, I'll be attending the parade in the savannah because, you know, it's a tradition thing for the locals and I'm here in Trinidad that, you know, we go out there and support, you know, independence, you know, enjoy the fireworks, you know.
Well, it's now time for the weather forecast with Sigoni. Sigoni, we have a long weekend coming up, so I'm sure a lot of people are counting down. And I mean, it's the second to last week of vacation. So a lot of people are going to be looking at the weather this week as they probably round up, you know, some of their outdoor activities. What are we looking at in the Atlantic?
Well, so far it's looking quiet on our end as in Trinidad and Tobago, but for the general area just east of just in the eastern portion, there's some activity brewing that we have to monitor for the entire Caribbean island chain. So let's take a look at what's happening there, because this weekend ahead, whether it's a long weekend or not, for some of you, we will be monitoring it for activity. And in our tropical pulse, we're keeping an eye on two areas of interest across the Atlantic as we head deeper into the most active part of the hurricane season. Now, one area is just east of Bermuda at this time, and it has a medium chance of tropical development, but it poses no immediate concern for the Caribbean. Our attention, though, is farther east, and here we have a large and fairly well-organized tropical wave which emerged off the African coast. There is a medium risk of development between August 26th and 30th as it travels and it's going to move westward, and this is going to happen through the main developmental region. Now, the wave will have to contend with pockets of dry air and wind shear along the way as it makes its journey across, which could limit development. But if it maintains its organization, conditions could become more favorable, and this system is expected to approach the northern Lesser Antilles early next week. So through this weekend ahead, possibly turning northward and steering away from our islands. So we'll be watching it as it progresses closely over the coming days. And the timing is worth noting. Tropical activity typically increases, and this is from a very sharp increase from the start of the year, from late August into September as we approach the climatological peak of the Atlantic hurricane season, where tropical storms and even hurricane activity in red is indicated in this graphic here. So we will be monitoring the entire basin to see what happens as activity ramps up. But with El Nino in play and wind shear and Saharan dust, there's a lot to contend with over the next few days. And I'm saying that because right now we have Saharan dust haze present in the atmosphere. It's a mild to moderate concentration. Would you believe that right now it is fair and clear compared to earlier when we had heavy downpours, isolated thunderstorm activity, and even localized flooding across parts of western Trinidad? It doesn't look like all of that happened today, does it? But it did. And into this evening's forecast, we're in for increasingly hazy conditions and some quick passing showers with temperatures staying in the mid-20s. Now into the rest of this week, into the weekend, we're looking out for mixing conditions here, sunshine and even cloudiness with thunderstorm activity, and we'll see the general atmosphere drying out as we approach the weekend with temperatures staying warm across both Trinidad and Tobago. By the end of the week, abundant sunshine for Tobago. We'll see how that plays out in the next few days, but if it's enough to take you to the beaches, we're in for some slight to moderate conditions, a slight chop where we have a quick passing shower, and because of full moon taking effect later this week, spring tide is back in effect. So take note where your high tides are concerned. Conditions could be a little bit elevated there, so you want to be mindful when you're heading to the beaches as you wrap up the last of your July-August vacation period. Just be careful when you're going to the beaches.
I feel like rain or shine, everybody's going to the beach this weekend.
Possibly.
Yeah. All right, thank you so much, Sigoni. Well, still to come in the news, TNT's Georgia Lee Gill fast-tracked to Miss World Top 40 after emerging as the Americas and Caribbean regional winner of Head-to-Head Challenge.
It's back to school! Save for savings time at Passad's the Food King. Stock up and save big on. Get 4 packs of Swiss spaghetti or macaroni, 400 grams, just $20. Swiss peanut butter, 235 grams, 2 jars, only $20. Erin Farm chicken bologna, 150 grams, 3 packs for only $20. Guiltless yogurt yum, 120 grams, 4 tubs for just $20. Kraft mac and cheese dinner, 5.5 ounces, 2 boxes, just $20. Fresh Harvest baked bean and tomato sauce, 3 tins, now $20. 8 Gala apple snacks for just $20. Blue Sea tuna flakes in water or oil, 140 grams, 3 cans, just $16.99. Oasis water, 330 ml, just $14.99 per case. Don't miss the back to school deals at Passad's the Food King. They'll end September 6, 2026 or while stocks last.
Passad, quality value, that's our way. The real Passads, we're here to stay. The Food King Passads.
Need to open a bank account? There's no time to make the drive to stand in line. Get ready. Opening an account with Republic On Board is easy from anywhere at any time, even while waiting for a food order. So you don't have to skip lunch. Republic On Board. Fast, easy, secure. Visit www.republiconboard.com to open your account today.
Textbooks, screens, late nights. Your eyes work hard through every class, exam, project, and deadline. Ferrara Optical has eyewear specifically designed to reduce eye strain so nothing holds your learning back. For a limited time, youth get a free frame with lenses from just $495. Scholars get frame and lenses starting at only $750. And lifelong learners save up to 30% off your purchase of advanced lenses like Eisen and Transitions. Less strain, more focus. Your vision without limits. Visit Ferrara Optical in store today. This promotion is NLCB approved.
Living with diabetic neuropathy is exhausting. The burning pain and tingling that won't go away? Introducing Myolaxin D Gel, made for pain relief. Fast absorbing, non-greasy, and easy to apply. Its Carbomer gel formula delivers relief deep at the nerve level. Oleoresin capsicum helps reduce pain signals, while diclofenac eases inflammation. Menthol and camphor provide fast, soothing comfort, so the pain eases and comfort returns. Size doesn't matter. This 15-gram tube gives you maximum relief. Myolaxin D Gel, available at pharmacies nationwide.
Your Majesty, what comes after victory?
Growth. History's greatest rulers never stop at the triumph. They build what comes next. Finance your next chapter with First Line Securities, helping Trinidad and Tobago invest for over 2 decades. Invest with us. Go to firstlinesecurities.com to begin investing today.
Nature's Ways Alive Kids Gummies are multivitamin gummies meant to support the development of children's bodies, like their bones, muscles, joints, brain, heart, and also their immune health. Choose Alive Kids Gummies by Nature's Way because they deserve it.
You can tell from the crowd who's up next. It's Trinray's star player, whose world-class stats put him in a league of his own. Trinray's risen to become a true force to be reckoned with. With an unbeaten Carry A rating, they boast a strong solvency and A-class service. Ladies and gentlemen, you're witnessing Trinray's financial and technical strength at its best.
Trinray, premier insurance coverage for less.
Welcome back. Residents and businessmen are raising concerns about a pileup of garbage in Valencia. Residents say the garbage has been accumulating for the past 2 weeks, creating a growing nuisance along the eastern main road. Chairman of the Sangre Grande Regional Corporation, Kenwin Phillips, says the garbage collection problems stem from contractors requesting additional payments since they are now being asked to collect twice the amount of garbage due to an increase in squatters in the area. Phillips says the council was unaware that the garbage contractor could no longer service the area at the existing rate and that the failure to inform the council prevented it from taking steps to secure a new contractor.
We tried to get the trucks to come out on Sunday. However, that was not forthcoming. So today we are out here and we will be having a special sanitary meeting to approve the equipment for it to be in the Valencia area until the new contractor is on board.
Mm-hmm. Are you going to increase the contractors or it remains the same?
We ask that the budget the existing budget that we have, that we stay within that price.
Phillips says he understands residents' frustrations. He asks for their patience as they work to procure a new contractor.
All right, it is now time for sport. Ria is back with us. The EPL is back with us, Jassy, and you're all smiles because Chelsea won today.
Yeah, Fulham made it quite uncomfortable at times. A Cole Palmer-inspired Chelsea, however, got it done in the season's first West London derby. And Jamaican sprinter Oblique Seville leads the field in a record run in Poland. We'll give you the details after the break.
It's back to school! Savings time at Passad's Food King. Stock up and save big on Clorox bleach, 3.79 liters for only $30.99. Swiss pasta cuts, 300 grams, 4 packs, just $18. Sweet Hand soybean oil, 1.5 liters, just $25. Flavorite ice cream assorted, 3.2 liters, 2 tubs, now $84. Matuks guava jam, 454 grams, 2 jars, just $25. Nestle Milk Full Cream Recon, all low fat, 1 liter, 2 packs for only $28. Country Pride Flour All Purpose, 2 kg, 2 packs, just $27. Caribbean Parboiled Rice, 9 kg for only $74.99. Minced chicken per pound, now $26.99. Fruta Cool Kids 200 ml, only $60 per case. Don't miss the back to school deals at Passad's Food King. Still end September 6, 2026 or while stocks last.
Quality value, that's our way. The real Passad's, we're here to stay. The Food King Passad's.
Struggling to lose weight despite your efforts, feeling tired after meals, or dealing with stubborn belly fat? It may not just be your diet. Your blood sugar could be the issue. Spikes can lead to fat storage, low energy, and higher cholesterol. Berberine Plus, with berberine, bitter melon, and banaba leaf, helps support healthy glucose metabolism so your body works more efficiently. Take control and feel the difference in 90 days. Available at Pennywise and leading pharmacies nationwide.
The best eyewear this summer is at Seaview Optical. Buy 1 complete clear single vision glasses for $499. Get the second pair free. Or get progressive transitions with designer frames for only $1,399. The best in luxury eyewear. All exclusively available at Seaview Optical.
Hi, Sunil here. And for the longest while, I've been looking for a place in Central to call home. I didn't have much experience in home shopping until I visited Avidan Properties Limited. They made the process so easy and the quality of homes are truly amazing. If you're looking to get your future home, then I definitely recommend Avidan Properties Limited.
Magical Expressions Limited is the largest local importer and distributor of fresh cut stems, offering the widest range of beautiful flowers at the most affordable prices. Call us today at 701-6488 or visit our website to order.
We are your one-stop, most convenient, most helpful, most caring community pharmacy. Our pharmaceutical services include dispensing medicines, repeat dispensing, clinical governance, but we also have a fully stocked convenience store featuring our refreshment aisle, grocery lane, personal care products, toys, pet supplies. We are most conveniently located out of the traffic, just 2 minutes off the highway in Heartland Plaza, Endeavour, Chaguanas. Contact us on 220-8705 or 470-5938 and visit us soon.
Did you know a business degree leads to diverse career opportunities and advancement? Start an internationally recognized business degree from the world-ranked University of Hertfordshire at CTS College. Classes are 1 day per week, with mostly assignment-based assessments. Plus, with 3 intakes per year and flexible payment options, getting started is easy. Holders of an associate degree, advanced diploma or ABE Level 5 diploma can complete this program in only 12 months. Call CTS College today and find out how you can get $6,000 off.
Looking for the ultimate gaming experience? Welcome to Phase 22 Gaming Lounge, where gamers of all ages come to play, compete, and have fun. Dive into your favorite games on PlayStation, Nintendo, Xbox, or race on our high-tech racing rigs. And experience the thrill of VR with PlayStation and Meta Quest. Our lounge is safe, comfortable, and perfect for everyone. When you're done, check out the latest gaming systems, accessories, and even Samsung and Apple phones. Visit us on the 2nd floor of Gulf City Mall or call 786-2404 to book your gaming session today.
Welcome back. It's time for sport now. Guyana Amazon Warriors stamped their authority on the Caribbean Premier League with a 7-wicket win over the Antigua and Barbuda Falcons on Sunday evening. Spearheaded by Shamar Joseph, Guyana's bowlers set up a straightforward chase for their batters at the Sir Viv Richards Stadium.
Cricket highlights brought to you by JMMB. It's banking for real.
Not according to plan, Antigua and Barbuda Falcons were sent in to bat first at North Sound. Carrie Pierce struck twice in the power play, first with a wicket of Rakeem Cornwall in the second over, then removing Kareem Ogo in the fourth, with competent assistance from Quinton Sampson. Falcons 29 for 2. Amir Django and Hassan Nawaz then put on 40 for the third wicket to restore some stability. That ended with Nawaz falling to a wonderful catch by Glenn Phillips in the deep, 69 for 3. Django departed for a top score of 37 from 29 balls with a score on 84 for 4. Joshua James showed his strength and class with this huge 6.
Straight away. That is humongous.
But Shamar Joseph had an answer. This delivery at 150 clicks saw James caught by Matthew Nandu backward of square. That clipped the Falcons' wings for good, and their last 5 wickets fell for 20 runs. Joseph outpaced his West Indies partners Alzari and Jayden Seals, as the Falcons were all out for 116. The Falcons needed early wickets to have hope of defending such a low score. Seals got rid of Nandu in the second over, and Alzari dislodged Glenn Phillips in the third. Amazon Warriors 16 for 2.
Yes!
But just when the Falcons looked to be in the fight, West Indies white ball captain Shea Hope showed his class with an unbeaten 47. He put on 99 for the third wicket with Shimron Hetmeyer. While Hope was elegant, Hetty was ruthless and punished anything fractionally off. Hetmeyer was out caught with 2 runs needed for the win. He made 49. But Sampson hit a 6 from his first ball to end it. The Amazon Warriors getting to 121 for 3 to win by 7 wickets in just 9.5 overs. Ian Wason, CNC3 Sport.
Cricket highlights brought to you by JMMB. It's banking for real.
Well, still from CPL action, Shea Hope demonstrates off some nifty wrist work in our shot of the day.
Panache, flair. Shea Hope at his best.
He's known for the cover drive. Offside play very strong, but he's a well-balanced player. Very still at the crease. Quick hands going with the wind.
And New Zealand's Glenn Phillips pockets the catch of the day to dismiss Hassan Nawaz.
Catch of the day is brought to you by RBC Royal Bank. Your idea of yes I can happens here.
More aggression. And Glenn Phillips. How often? It's always him.
Ball again, trying to get under the bat. Then Phillips need to get his hands under the ball.
Catch of the day is brought to you by RBC Royal Bank. Your idea of yes I can happens here.
There will be a new champion crowned in the North Zone Basketball Commission as Maloney Pacers were swept 2-0 in the best-of-3 semi-finals. Instead, Spartans will play their first Division I championship series against Royalty starting on Thursday.
Having done well in youth division, Spartans were dreaming of playing in their first senior championship. But Maloney Pacers were determined to extend the best-of-3 series with a win in Game 2 at the Woodbrook Youth Facility. Freedom Leon with a basket. Hakeem Morden then went all the way to help the defending champions with the early run. Jaheim Harry with a putback helped maintain the early lead. But Christian Gillano had enough and hit this three as Spartans closed out the quarter strong and trailed 27-20. Spartans had a better second quarter as evidenced by this three. It was all Spartans in the second quarter, Kanye George with a fast break bucket. And then Theron Evelyn with a putback as they went on a run to claim the lead. Amari Tony, the former Striker Nets man, hit from downtown. And the Spartans outscored the Pacers 32-22 in the period. Idris Martin put an exclamation mark on the comeback as they led 52-49 at the halftime break. And they held out in the final two periods to win 102-90, sweeping the Pacers 2-0 in the Big Four semis. And now face Royalty in the final, after Royalty also swept Defense Force 2-0. In the over 45 division, Spartans beat Veterans 86-73 to win Game 2 to advance against Defense Force Veterans in the finals. Ian Wason, CNC3 Sport.
In tennis, Trinidad and Tobago's under-18 players gave a good account of themselves as the ITF's J60 tournament continued today. Here's a sample of the day's action.
TNT's Jade Mitchell and Dylan Clifford stood on opposite sides of the net as the ITF World Tennis Tour's J60 tournament continued at the National Racket Center in Tacarigua today. Under the watchful eyes of TNT Tennis Association President Hayden Mitchell, the Court 5 Group B clash appeared a physical mismatch, with Mitchell keeping Clifford busy and running to a 6-2 first set win. However, to his credit, 13-year-old Clifford in his first under-18 tournament refused to roll over and held his own in spurts, showing some promise to snatch an impressive point. His main frailty was a series of unforced errors. Mitchell let off the hook on this occasion as he went on to win the match 6-2, 6-love. A stern lesson for the newcomer, but one he looks keen to absorb for the future. Novak Malcolm in the near court had his hands full against Barbados's Armand Archer in Group A action on court 6. The Trinbagonian did his utmost to keep the Bajan invasion at bay, but Archer had the run of the court and won the first set 7-5 despite Malcolm's valiant effort to keep things interesting. The second set was much more clear-cut as fatigue began to factor on both sides of the net. Eventually, Archer ran to the victory, digging deep to overcome his host with some deft touches to win the second without losing a game. A 7-5, 6-love win seeing him to the W, and no love lost at the net. In another all-TTO clash, Christopher Khan in the far court had Sanjay Ramcharita in his crosshairs, also on court 6. This time in Group D, Ramcharita had a torrid time in the first set, surrendering it 6-1 as Khan proved too hot to handle too often for his liking. The trend continued in the second, Khan eventually winning the match 6-1, 6-love. In Group C, TNT's Cale Dalla Costa met countryman Jaden Gorban Lee in red. Dalla Costa was in bullish form and took the first set 6-love. His service proved to be his deadliest weapon as Gorman Lee struggled to return all match. It meant an early end to the contest as Dalla Costa triumphed 6-love, 6-love. Play continues tomorrow. Jovan Ravello, CNC3 Sports.
Well, Chelsea, the Blues kicked off their new Premier League campaign with a 3-2 win against Fulham on Monday. Rodgers restored their lead just before the halftime break from fellow debutant Maxime Lacroix back from Gonzalo Garcia in the 54th minute, but the Blues held on to claim the 3-2 victory. Now let's take a look at sport around the region.
Haiti is your 2026 Caribbean Football Union Under-14 Challenge Series champion after a 4-0 demolition of Jamaica in yesterday's final. The young Reggae Boys entered the match unbeaten without a goal conceded, but were instantly under the cosh in Punta Cana. Messi Jean, one of the Haitians' trickiest midfield options, had the Jamaicans scrambling. They were lucky to remain level in the 18th thanks to some last-ditch defending. However, the opening goal looked inevitable. Jodeli Delmas separated the teams late in the first half, snapping up Ronaldson Janvier's cutback to make it 1-0 in the 28th, and at the half-time whistle. In the 38th, Wensley Dumont made it 2-0 with a banger from just inside the Jamaican area. Dumont then doubled his personal tally and made it 3-0 in the 47th minute with another incisive run and finish 3-0 to Haiti. Jan Vier scored Haiti's fourth in the 59th minute, breezing past the cover to slot past the hapless Jamaican custodian to stamp their authority on the Tier 1 title. With 7 goals, Delmas earned Tier 1's Golden Boot. Dumont was named the tournament MVP. Guyana, meanwhile, won Tier 2 with a 4-2 win over Suriname. On the track, Jamaica's Oblique Seville created a piece of history himself with a statement meet record performance in the men's 100 meters at the Silesia Diamond League in Warsaw, Poland.
Going nicely is Ronnie Baker on the inside, but Seville's going to get this. Seville looking across, 9.83. A nice tickling tailwind of 1.4.
A winner in 9.83 seconds, the world champion led a field in which all 9 athletes dipped below the 10-second mark at the finish. In the women's race, Julian Alfred ran her season's best 10.83 to finish second between gold medalist Melissa Jefferson Wooden and bronze medalist Sha'Carri Richardson, both of the United States. Jovan Ravello, CNC3 Sport.
Now, a Warriors pace attack takes tonight's Sport High.
Shamar Joseph was on fire as the Amazon Warriors went top of the CPL in Antigua last evening, claiming an innings best 3 scouts. Joshua James caught in the deep, then mopping up the tail in 3 balls, scattering Alzari Joseph's sticks before leaving Jaden Seals in the same disarray. So, for a measly 22-run take for your 3 victims, Shamar, you earned tonight's CNC3 Sport High.
Yeah, and it's good to have Jovan back, and good win for Chelsea today. All seems well in the world, guys.
All right, thank you so much, Jesse. Let's take a break. We'll be right back.
How do ideas become plans? Plans become memories.
So you like my new room?
And dreams become your life.
This is retirement.
Do you remember when hope became a house? When that house became a home? Your ideas are everything, and we're here to help make them happen. Your idea of yes, I can happens here.
Stomach discomfort again? Bloating, cramps, irregular bathroom habits? Meet Vivera, your daily support for a balanced gut. Vivera works fast to help reduce the abdominal pain, ease bloating, and support healthy digestion. It helps restore balance to your gut so you can get back to feeling light, comfortable, and in control. Choose for real digestive relief, safe, effective, and trusted for both children and adults. Now available at pharmacies nationwide. Vivera, feel the difference. Gaming Express Limited is a premium importer and retailer of the highest quality brand name electronics. We stock the widest range of PlayStation, Nintendo Switch, Samsung, and Apple devices and accessories. Visit us at Shop 52, Level 2, Gulf City Mall in San Fernando, or contact us by phone or WhatsApp message at 687-7480 or 301-9797 or 798-1280. Like our Facebook and Instagram pages for updates on products and services.
The biggest party in sport is back. Catch every TKR match live and exclusively on CNC3, August 7th through September 20th. You don't want to miss the action. The Republic Bank CPL 2026, only on CNC3. Passion, energy, and cricket live here. Brought to you by
Visit Tire Clinic Marketing, New Truck and OTR Tire Service Center at number 30 and 32 Montrose Main Road, Chabonas. Call today at 665-8973 or 672-3419. Alignment services available. Tire Clinic Marketing, Truck and OTR Service Center. A tire for every need.
Welcome back. The head of the American Society of Travel Advisors, Zane Kirby, says a state of emergency can shape how some American travelers view a destination.
Speaking with CNC3 News at the organization's Caribbean Showcase in St. Kitts, Kirby said safety and security are always top of mind for travel advisors and their clients. While he did not comment directly on TNT's current state of emergency, he said advisors look to U.S. State Department travel advisories to help clients understand any potential risks. The U.S. State Department currently has a Level 3 advisory in place for this country, urging Americans to reconsider travel because of crime and terrorism concerns.
Some, will see a media report and immediately that will affect their decision on where they want to go or what kind of activities they want to take up. Other people take those things in stride. Some people look at the State Department's warnings as a guide.
Well, despite the safety concerns and challenges, Kirby says ASTA's data shows that they have not stopped Americans from traveling outside of that country. An estimated 35 million people visited the Caribbean in 2026, with over 60% of them coming from the United States. The average American traveler spends 7 to 9 days on one island. Kirby says limited regional interconnectivity is preventing travelers from visiting multiple islands in one trip.
Meanwhile, travelers wanting to fly into and across the region are facing an unprecedented situation, a lack of seats. According to aviation analytics from OAG Analytics, airline seat capacity in the Caribbean has dropped by over 4%. That's over 200,000 seats no longer available to the traveling public. The capacity cuts come after the collapse of American budget carrier Spirit Airlines and Caribbean Airlines' decision to pull out of Dominica and St. Kitts and reduce service to other islands. For St. Kitts Tourism Minister Marsha Henderson, CAL's decision to end service to the island came as a surprise, but she tells CNC3 News talks are still happening.
We're still discussing. We're still discussing the possibility of reintroducing the flights, but interestingly, another carrier offered immediately to take up the routes for us, and so we're looking at all of our options, and we will make the decisions ultimately that are in the best interest of the destination. Okay.
Caribbean Airlines says its decision is part of a network optimization program, but Henderson says she isn't worried because other competent carriers have been able to fill the void.
CAL ended service to St. Kitts on June 1st, citing millions of dollars in losses and poor passenger loads. Well, here's a look at tonight's regional roundup.
Barbados Prime Minister Mia Mottley landed in Venezuela today for an official visit aimed at cementing bilateral ties and boosting regional cooperation. Mottley was greeted at Simon Bolívar International Airport with full diplomatic honors by Venezuelan's Foreign Minister and Ambassador Aquinas Clark. The trip builds on agreements made during President Delcy Rodriguez's visit to Barbados in April. The high-level delegations are now set to hammer out joint projects spanning energy integration, economic trade, technological exchanges, and environmental preservation across the Caribbean. Bermuda has officially joined the Global Energy Efficiency Alliance, expanding its international partnerships to lower domestic power costs. Home Affairs Minister Alexa Lightbourne signed the establishing declaration, making the British Overseas Territory a state participant alongside more than 20 other nations. Angelo Chetadaya, CNC3 News.
Let's take a break. We'll be right back.
Living with diabetic neuropathy is exhausting. The burning pain and tingling that won't go away? Introducing Myolaxin D Gel, made for pain relief. Fast absorbing, non-greasy, and easy to apply. Its Carbomer gel formula delivers relief deep at the nerve level. Oleoresin capsicum helps reduce pain signals, while diclofenac eases inflammation. Menthol and camphor provide fast, soothing comfort, so the pain eases and comfort returns. Size doesn't matter. This 15-gram tube gives you maximum relief. Myolaxin D Gel, available at pharmacies nationwide.
This country's representative at the Miss World competition, Georgia Lee Gill, is one step closer to the crown.
The Arima-born beauty has advanced to the top 40 of the Americas and Caribbean head-to-head challenge held in Vietnam yesterday. Gill earned her spot after sharing her personal story and her views on issues affecting young people. Asked what message she would give young girls and women across the region, Gill's message was simple: believe in yourself.
I'm simply going to tell you my truth. I stand before you here as a young woman who struggled with self-esteem and confidence. I often questioned if I was smart enough, if I was worthy enough, if I was able to think critically. I was scared to share my opinions and my thoughts on matters because we live in an era where everyone is your harshest critic and you can't make mistakes without judgment or without grace. But I'm reminded of a speech once given. It's not that you can't, it's not that you're not capable, it's not that you're not smart enough. It's simply you haven't found your way to success yet.
And after hearing the news that she had advanced, Gill expressed her gratitude. She now turns her attention to the next stage of the competition. The 73rd Miss World pageant is set for September 5th in Vietnam. Well, ahead of Independence Day, we ventured across the country asking citizens, what does Trinidad and Tobago mean to you?
Every night we'll be bringing you one patriotic response. Here's what one person had to say.
For me, Trinidad and Tobago is my country, my origin, my home. It's the place that I belong and I would always find myself coming back to every day.
That's a great and patriotic way to end our newscast this evening. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Ria Rambley.
I'm Ryan Bachu.
I am Jassim Marique.
And I'm Sigoni Mohammed. Have a good night.